I'm sure at every race there's, celebrities in and out of the garage. Like Paris Hilton was there moments before me. A bunch of Sports Illustrated girls, there's hotties everywhere. So they're probably used to having to like keep their eyes on like what they're doing. But I was really trying, and I was like flipping my hair and like winking at a couple of them that would look at me and like waving and being cute. And like they were just so serious. I was like, can we just be like a little not serious for like 2 seconds? No, they're focused.
They didn't want to break themselves off a piece of the bran?
I guess not.
Oh, a little bran flake?
I know. Bros and hoes, you're listening to Your Favorite Thing podcast with
Wells and Brandi. Time to call the Brandi, who is in the room right now.
Hey.
We've had a little bit of a calamity of errors that's happened so far, and I'm not really proud of it.
None of them were mine.
Yeah, for some reason, like this is the first time you getting to see the studio like almost done.
Well, pretty good last time I was here.
Yeah, no, but now I got the guitars.
I know
up.
that is a nice touch.
Well, I mean, like there are no wires beneath me.
Right.
But there are, because now that when you come, then I have to put like
wires.
Well, I have to like mic you up, and then you need a face lamp.
Well, I think you need to plan on me being here fairly often, so maybe just leave it all set up.
It's much cleaner when no one's here.
Okay, but that's not the point.
I know. I need to do better.
Yeah.
And like for some reason, one of my screens isn't working.
Don't love that for you.
Anyways, you're in town.
Yeah. Hey.
You were at F1.
I was.
Which, by the way, I was invited to, and I couldn't go because I went to a wedding.
I would have definitely chosen F1 over a wedding. Just FYI.
I mean, we committed to the wedding, and you know what?
Mistake.
We stick to our commitments in this household.
I don't.
Well, that checks out. My question to you is,
yes.
like, did you get to make sweet love to a driver named like Sven?
Okay,
or
well,
like
first of all,
Oren?
the answer is no.
Why not?
But I wasn't looking for a driver, because here's the problem. Most of the drivers are either married and have serious girlfriends,
Yeah.
and or under the age of like 25. That's a problem for me.
That is a problem.
So no to the drivers, but I was on the lookout for like a hot mechanic or
Yeah.
somebody on the team. You know, there's like 8 zillion dudes in uniforms back there.
You want a greasy mechanic.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yep. There were some cuties. A lot of them did look young.
Yeah.
But hotties everywhere, truly.
Why weren't you able to secure yourself a cutie?
Okay. I'm telling you guys, like, those dudes are laser fucking focused on the job, which props to you. I think Wells and I talked about this earlier, but like someone's life is in your hands, like one tiny mistake, and somebody could die. So like I respect the dedication to like the focus of where this is a job. This is a sport. This is important. I can't be looking at girls.
Yeah.
And they're very used to having hot girls around. I mean, I'm sure at every race there's, celebrities in and out of the garage. Like Paris Hilton was there moments before me. A bunch of Sports Illustrated girls, there's hotties everywhere. So they're probably used to having to like keep their eyes on like what they're doing. But I was really trying, and I was like flipping my hair and like winking at a couple of them that would look at me and like waving and being cute. And like they were just so serious. I was like, can we just be like a little not serious for like 2 seconds? No, they're focused.
They didn't want to break themselves off a piece of the bran?
I guess not.
Oh, a little bran flake?
I know. I know, bummer.
But you had fun.
But I did. I had a blast.
Yeah.
It was a shit show.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No question. But I really, I tried to remind myself all weekend, like, this is the first year anyone has ever been here doing this. Like, no one knows what they're doing. No one knows where to go. Like, there were a lot of things that probably shouldn't happen, and a lot of things they should do differently going forward. But I think it was a learning curve for everybody. And I think next year is going to be really cool. That's what I think.
What could they have done better?
I mean, I don't know if you followed the race at all.
I did not.
But I mean, free practice one right away. Carlos Sainz hits a drain cover on the road.
I saw that.
And it blew up his car floor, and they had to stop the race and kick everybody out. So everyone was really up in arms the first day. All these ticket holders have paid $1 zillion to be here, and they get to watch 3 minutes of a race. Like, everyone was pissed, as they should have been. The drivers were mad. Everybody was just like upset about like what a silly mistake, I guess, if they didn't check those. I don't know. So, that wasn't great. And it just seemed like the logistics of like getting in and out. It's like a festival, with the different entrances and the traffic and like all the things and who's going where and what credentials get you where. Like, it was just a little messy, but I think that's fair. It's first time.
Did you see the Sphere?
You can see the Sphere no matter where you're at in Vegas. Yeah.
Is it cool?
It is. It's very cool. I mean, I've seen it the last couple times I've been there. I've never been in it, obviously, but it was cool because I guess F1 took the Sphere over for the weekend.
Yeah.
So they were in charge of the graphics. And I guess that there were like the rule, like F1 made the rule of like, you can put any color on the Sphere except red, yellow, and green. And that's because they didn't want drivers to be confused going around the track, right? When there's like yellow safety car and like all these things. And then during the race, they started putting red, green, and yellow on the Sphere to go coincide with the flags for the race. And everybody was laughing. They were like, wait, they literally kept saying like no colors on the Sphere. And then they ended up doing it. So that was cool. And then I think like what everyone on social media is talking about is Max Verstappen, who of course fucking won. Charles Leclerc almost took it. I was really rooting for him. And like, it's funny, I was in the McLaren hospitality suite, but everyone was really rooting for Charles. Like everybody just wants someone but Max to win,
No.
And yes.
I mean, I don't know that. Is he like the Tiger
everything.
Woods?
Yeah, he's the fucking Steph Curry. Like when everybody's just obsessed with Steph and Steph wins everything and the Warriors win everything and Steph's the best, blah, blah, blah. It's like that syndrome of like Max just wins everything,
Yeah, but everyone just drive faster, do better.
But it's the car. I really believe it's the car. I think there's a reason that Red Bull takes 1 and 2 everywhere they go and like they just win so much. I think they have the best car. I really do. I think that's the curve for who does well in F1.
Or my father used to say, it's a poor workman who blames his tools.
Yes. I mean, all those drivers are good drivers or they wouldn't be there.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like you're saying that the car is the reason why.
I think if you put Charles or Carlos or in the Red Bull car and after a couple of races, I think they would be the ones winning. Lewis Hamilton is obviously he's one of the greats. He won so much and all of a sudden.
Isn't that a singer?
No.
Lewis?
He was winning all the championships in F1 for years until Max kind of came up.
Oh, okay.
And Lewis drives for Mercedes, but like Mercedes car used to be the best car, and now Red Bull has really surpassed them with whatever technology or whatever mechanics they're fucking doing with their car. And now the Mercedes car is just not as fast. And so anyway, all I have to say, Max was trashing Vegas the whole first couple of days, to the point where it's actually hilarious. In interviews, he just does not give a fuck. They'll be like, so, after free practice 1 and 2, they're like, what do you think of the track? Do you like it? He just says no. And he's like, they're like, well, what do you think about Vegas? And he's like, I think it's stupid. This is all for show. We shouldn't be doing it. This is a sport that needs to be taken seriously. And I think this is like 99% show and I don't like it.
It's
like,
an entertainment.
He was literally
industry.
trashing it. And then the minute he won, he totally changed it. Viva Las Vegas!
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Like only because he wasn't doing well in practice. Like, Charles and Carlos actually took 1 and 2 in qualifying and Max was down. I think he was like 4th on the grid.
What's Max's last name?
Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm here with Max Verstappen. After the preliminary rounds, what are we thinking of the track and Vegas?
It's trash.
Oh, how do you really feel, Max Verstappen?
Truly, that was the attitude.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well.
But then he won, and now he's like, Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah, of course.
Hilarious.
I know. But you got to know that it's an entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Yes, of course it's a sport.
Yeah.
It's a sport for entertainment.
I know. I just love, he just like, I don't even know if he really means it, but it's fucking hilarious how just dry and like brutally honest he is with his press answers.
So you like him or you don't like him?
I like do and don't, you know?
Okay.
Like I love to root for an underdog.
Yeah.
So I always want someone else to win. That's how I am with any sport. So like, even though I think Max is a cocky little shit, I actually love it. Like he's hilarious. But he's not, but like I always root, like I love Charles. I really would have loved to see Charles win in Vegas, but he was P2. It was fine.
Well, I'm glad that you had fun.
I had fun. I drank a lot of tequila.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I barely slept. I'm still recovering for sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
When you came over here, a couple things happened, and I think that we need to like relive.
Okay.
One, by the way, there's like this very dangerous dog virus that's happening.
I know, it's scary.
It's a respiratory situation that Boo, our dog, has had now for about 3 months, 2 months.
So scary.
She can't shake it. It's really weird. She's on like everything under the sun.
They've given you things to give her, like medicine?
She's on steroids. She's got a puffer.
No.
Which is weird to buy like this thing that like goes over her nose to do the puffer. She's on like all these crazy meds and nothing is working. So all that to be said, everyone out there, you need to really, really probably not board your dogs right now.
Yeah. I wouldn't even go to a dog park.
So that's how Boo got it. Was we boarded her when we went to go to some wedding or whatever. When we came back, she was coughing, and we were like, "Oh, she wasn't like up to date on her Bordetella or something. Like that's must have been what it was. It's not Bordetella. It's not like pneumonia." And now I'm starting to see it on social media, like all over the place. Like everyone, watch out. Like so. Anyways, if you can help it, do not take your dog.
Yeah, anywhere public.
Yeah, not good.
I know.
And she's like a young dog, and it's just every morning. It's like, oh, it's so
terrible.
Sad. Yeah,
poor girly.
So Brandi gets to the house, and I'm saying, "Hey, what do you want me to get you something to drink? You want some water? Or do you want to drink or whatever?" And she goes, "Can I have some hot tea?"
Yeah.
That's like we're not in England, sister. That's not a normal thing to ask somebody.
I've been around the Euros all weekend, you know?
Yeah, so you must. It's tea time.
Let me tell you why I really wanted it.
Yeah.
I was saving this for the pod.
Please.
So I just recorded with Tizzle over at the house.
Yeah.
And we record in her office. It's a very small room.
Yeah.
She freaking hotboxed me
Oh,
so
she did?
bad.
So you stoned right now?
No, I'm not stoned, but the smoke was hurting my throat so badly.
Yeah.
Like my throat feels like I just smoked 2 cigarettes. It feels terrible. All because of her. And like I left the room and came back and like you could visibly see the smoke in the room. I'm like worried for her health.
Yeah, I wonder. You should take the Tizzle to like a lung specialist to see like what her like lung capacity is, because it might be great though.
It might, but she killed me just now. I like can't handle the secondhand smoke.
Is she like completely like so dumb after she smokes, or she like keeps it together?
Both.
Yeah.
It makes her more engaged, which is really funny.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of times when people smoke weed, they totally check out. She's the opposite. It like makes her funny, makes her more talkative, but she is like, she's already forgetful. If she's smoking weed, she can't remember shit. She'll start a sentence and be like, wait, what was that talking about?
Yeah.
Like no memory at all.
And you have to kind of like front that podcast.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
Ugh.
I know.
Dear Lord.
How does that feel?
I mean, I thought I had it bad with you, but no.
Way worse with Tiz.
Yeah.
Love
and
her,
you
though.
got to like keep it on the rails.
Yeah.
That was like when I did that podcast with Steph Pratt.
Oh yeah.
She wasn't stoned. She was just like she just never showed up. I did that podcast so many times that she was like not there, and I'm like, I'm not even. It was a show about the hills.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not even on this show.
That is insane.
I don't know. Like I didn't watch the episode.
Yeah, so you just really appreciate me as well.
I did
taking
listen. I
away
appreciate
from
you.
here, you know.
Here's the other thing that I love. So I'm heating up water in our kettle.
Kettle?
And then I was like, do you want something in it? Like milk or like sugar or something? And you were like, ooh, yeah. Do you have any non-dairy milk?
Yeah, because no one drinks dairy milk anymore.
I don't either. I have whipping cream and heavy cream for cooking because I'm an adult.
I don't cook, so I don't have
But
those
you
things.
think that I've got like a nut milk of some sort?
Yes, it's 2023. Everyone has a nut milk in the fridge.
What's your nut milk of choice?
My favorite is oat milk.
No, it's
but there's more sugar in oat milk. Don't even.
Yeah, your
No.
favorite nut milk
No.
is probably a driver's nut milk.
Well, I wouldn't know, unfortunately, but Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, there's got to be a wife tier that's like related to some F1 driver that can help Brandi out
They're
here.
all 23.
Yeah.
That's the issue. And hitched up. Like,
Yeah.
they're all.
But they probably have some high protein nut milks in the refrigerator.
Maybe.
And by the refrigerator, I mean their balls.
Oh, is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Is that what you meant?
It's a good joke. I'm sorry, I don't have any nut milk for you.
Everybody has almond milk in the fridge these days. It's crazy.
What if I had oat milk? Would that have done it for you?
That would be my favorite.
Soy milk?
I don't like soy milk.
Soy milk's bad for you.
Bad for you. Oat milk has a lot of sugar apparently, so it's not the best for you either. But I like oat milk in my coffee.
Yeah.
But like if I'm gonna eat cereal or like when I make mac and cheese, because that's like the extent of what I make at home, instead of using milk, I use almond milk.
Yeah, she's like, what do you use for when you eat cereal?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not a 12-year-old that just got back home from school.
Everybody eats cereal.
No.
My mom eats cereal.
I first of all, cereal is terrible for you.
Her cereal is. She likes Frosted Flakes.
I mean, I like Frosted Flake too, but
I
that's
don't like
just carbs and sugar. It's just like the
I like
worst.
my favorite cereal is like the organic version of Special K.
That just sounds terrible.
It's good.
With your oat milk or
Almond milk.
almond milk?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. No,
Great bedtime snack.
Yeah, that's the other thing you said. You said you eat it before bed.
Yeah, it's always like when I'm in bed because I eat pretty early, like 5, 6, so then I'm starving at like 10.
Yeah.
Have a bowl of cereal, go to night, and it's perfect.
No, that's terrible. You shouldn't eat. For one, you shouldn't eat close to bedtime.
Have to.
Makes your sleep terrible.
I'm doing great. I sleep great. I don't know what to tell you.
That's fine. That's fine.
I don't know what to tell you.
You're true. You're right. But also, like, I feel like cereal was one of those things that like the food industry tried to like push on us.
That's
like,
probably true.
Whole grains and all
Yeah.
this stuff, and it's like, no, it's terrible for you.
Yeah,
You should wake up if you have anything. You should fast.
I have a banana in the morning usually.
You do. Yeah. That's okay.
Right before I go ride my horse. Yeah.
Yeah. You shouldn't have juice.
I don't do that.
Juice is terrible for you because it just takes out all the fiber, and then you're just having sugar water. Juice is bad for you. Yeah, like cereal just in general is just bad for you. That's just carbohydrates and like sugar. Like,
So good.
terrible to start your body off. Like, dude, your whatever it's called, spikes, your sugar levels spike when you do that. If you have anything, you should have eggs. Protein.
Yeah.
What do I fucking know?
Nothing.
I know nothing.
Literally don't listen to him.
But everything that like they try to tell you on, remember the food pyramid? It's all wrong.
Oh, of course.
100% wrong.
I don't believe anything I learned in school anymore.
know.
Truly.
I mean, there's some things I believe. Like I have so much stuff on my TikTok about flat Earth that like just
Really?
I'm like, is that
Why
what
is that in your
does
algorithm?
because I'm like fascinated by it. I told you the reality show that I want to do so desperately is because you can buy a seat on like Jeff Bezos's thing.
No, yeah.
I want to get a film crew, and I want to be like, ABC, give me $1 million to make this TV show. I will do it with a GoPro, and I'll buy 2 seats on Jeff Bezos's thing, and I want to take
A flat earther.
and I want to film him and see his world crumble,
Be great.
but also film me because maybe I'm gonna hit the firmament and like you know.
Maybe.
But by the way, did you see that they shot off the SpaceX Super Heavy?
Yes.
And it exploded?
Yes.
And then so then when you see that, you go look at the comments, everyone's like, still can't penetrate the firmament. It's like, oh my.
No.
But maybe they're right.
I don't know.
I don't know either. The other thing that happened downstairs before we start the show, I had a pickle.
Ugh.
And I found out that Brandi doesn't.
I despise them.
How do you not believe in pickles?
Don't like them. Don't like the way they taste, smell, look, feel.
Have you had one recently?
No, I don't eat them.
Do you like pickled anything?
No.
Pickled green beans?
No.
Pickled asparagus?
No.
No.
Definitely not pickled onions. Ugh.
Well, I mean, in like a gimlet or a martini, that's not bad.
No.
Well, olives. Those are
Don't
pickled.
like those.
You don't?
I don't even like cucumbers.
Do you not like salt?
I mean, salt is fine. I'm not like a salty food person.
You're not.
I'm a sweet over salt.
We're the exact opposite. Yeah, so I was eating a pickle, and it was as if I
was eating a turd.
Yeah.
That's literally what it's like for me.
Big piece of dookie. And Brandy's like, what are you doing, dude?
Nasty.
That's dookie.
Yeah.
That's fucking nut milk.
Yeah.
Well, you know, this show's yin and yang, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know?
Yeah.
I am right.
Uh-huh.
And Brandi is wrong.
No.
Most of the time.
I'm always right, actually. I get that from my mom.
The woman who just hotboxed her closet and drugged her own daughter.
Yes.
Before she had to drive over to my house. I realized something. My wife is a good driver, but she gives me anxiety when she drives.
Why?
And I honed it in. We were driving to a wedding this past weekend, which was beautiful. It was in Santa Barbara, but it rained.
Ooh.
Oh, I felt so bad for the bride and groom. And I figured it out. It's exactly what she does with how she walks. We've talked about, like, she's from New York. She just walks really fast. And I'm always like, where are you fucking going? Like, we're in
places to go, people to see.
I know, but if you don't have anything to do, like, let's just fucking stroll, dude.
No.
I'm not in any hurry.
I love to walk fast.
Yeah, where are you going?
Time is precious.
Yeah, but when you get to the place, then what do you got more time there, I guess?
Yeah.
It's not about the destinations, but the journey.
Lies.
Someone told me that once.
Not in New York City. It's
I know.
definitely not.
I know. And that she's from New York City. So, like, her kind of entire mentality is about that. It's like, go, 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 go. Now I'm here. And I'm from California, where it's just like, man, let's just chill out, dude.
Bro.
Let's just chill. Bro, let's just fucking, where are we going? We're not going anywhere. Let's stroll. And she drives this way.
I do too.
So what she does, and it gives me so much anxiety because she's driving and she'll accelerate up to a car and then have to brake. So I'm always like bracing myself instead of like, because I drive fast or like over the speed limit, but I like, you know, I drive kind of a steady clip, accelerating. And then if I see they're slowing down, then I just take off my foot off the gas, and it's kind of like a meandering, you know, back off. Not with her. And I'm like, what are you doing? And you're braking so hard when you get up to this person. And I finally was like, this is how you walk. It's just, I gotta go, stop. I gotta go, stop. And it's just like, where are we going? Let's just chill out, man. We're going to Santa Barbara. Anyways, and that's why her and I work so well together, because we are opposites. And they say that opposites attract.
They do say that.
Yeah. Should we start the show?
Oh my God, yeah.
Is it me or you?
No idea.
I'll start.
Okay.
Bros and Hoes. You're listening to Your Favorite Thing podcast with
Wells and Brandi. You've been listening to Your Favorite Thing.
You have been. I mean, we're halfway done with the show, for being honest with you. And I do think we're going to do a short episode today because it is the day after Thanksgiving, and I think we should let everyone just chill out.
Yeah, totes.
You know?
Totes are great.
You guys are all probably over carbed.
Oh, for sure.
Super hung. And probably don't really care to listen to this episode.
Yeah, I bet they do, but yeah.
The other thing is that there's no episode of BIP
I know.
tonight.
I know. I did catch up on Golden Bachelor.
Yeah?
But by the time... Oh, wait, but there's no episode this week, huh? So we don't know who wins until next week?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so we could talk about that, I guess, if it's worth talking about.
Okay. So
Did you watch?
No, I didn't. I didn't even watch
Fantasy Suites?
No, did he fuck all those chicks?
Well, there's only two.
Did they want some nut milk?
They definitely wanted it.
They wanted that
That's
nut
for
milk?
damn sure. You know, he only takes two. He only takes 3 people to hometowns.
Good for him.
And then 2 to Fantasy Suites. So he's like, you know, cutting it down quick here. Right away.
So it's Teresa and
Leslie.
Leslie.
Right away, Leslie's like, when's the last time you had sex?
Really?
And he was floored. Which
Yeah.
why are you so shocked? Of course she's gonna ask that.
Yeah,
I
but-
would ask that.
Well, if he was on a fantasy with Teresa the night before, then he might have to say last night.
Oh, that's true, I guess. But it almost seemed like she knew hers was first.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Okay.
And then Teresa definitely knew like that Leslie had already had hers because
Yeah.
she said it at some point. So maybe I don't know if they told them. I don't know. But yeah, he didn't really answer her. He said, I think he did say eventually over a year.
Yeah.
But that could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know?
It could mean 1 year. It could mean 25 years.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was weird. that he didn't want to answer it, maybe because he was on camera. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And then she said something like, "Oh yeah, a month for me," or something. I don't know if it was a month, but it was something like that. And I was like, "Get it, girl."
Yeah,
Get it.
She's like 60.
Yeah,
You know.
I know.
So she's like on Tinder.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, definitely.
And if she doesn't win, she's gonna be on Raya here in a second. Getting that nut milk.
Absolutely.
I
cannot with you in the nut milk. That can't be a thing.
You started it.
No, you started it.
You said it, and
No,
now
I did not.
am.
But not in that context.
Well, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Did he have sex with either of them?
I mean, we don't know,
It
but like I think for
implies.
sure.
Well, like there have been some fantasy suites. Like I remember like the whole storyline of like Raven had never had an orgasm, and so she did like this whole like montage of like skipping down the street, being like, "I had an orgasm." So the implication is that they went to Pound Town, population 2 old people,
Yeah.
or 3 old people.
Yeah.
You know, one time I would love for the show to end with like, let's just start a throuple. Like, what are we doing here? We've been doing it this whole time.
Might as well
you know?
just keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can.
Literally.
If you can keep it up.
If you can.
That's a lot to ask of a 71-year-old man.
It is. You're right. But anyway, yeah. I mean, it's fine.
So was like the morning after like eating breakfast in bed and like that was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they both left like, oh, this is my man.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, you know.
Who do you think he pounded?
Leslie for sure.
Yeah. Not Teresa.
Kind of think no.
Yeah. You got to know at that point.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing of like you kind of gotta bone down with the one you're gonna choose.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
Here? You know.
Well, who was it recently that had sex with everybody and like it caused a whole thing?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember which one.
That used to have was always.
I
though.
mean, yeah, I feel like that more often than not.
But I should ask Ben if he went to Sex Town with all of them.
Clayton, right? Wasn't Clayton the one that got so much shit for
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I mean, that guy's 6'6". He's a football player. He's got testosterone's coming out of every orifice of his body. Of course, he's gonna have sex with all of them.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
yeah.
Golden Bachelor.
So it just ends with like we think that he had sex with both of them, and
yeah, I guess so.
And now we're gonna wait to the end.
But yeah.
So Leslie's gonna win, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
If they do a Golden Bachelorette, who you rooting for here? Probably not Teresa, right?
No. I like
Faith.
I don't know if Faith would. I don't know if Faith should. I don't know. I love Faith.
Yeah.
I also really like Joan.
Yeah, I like Joan.
And I like Ellen. I think her name's Ellen.
Yeah.
Pickleball champ.
She was the one whose like friend had passed away.
Yeah. I like the two of them
I know.
a lot for that choice.
Yeah. I'm rooting for Joan. I think she's got it all.
Yeah, me too.
So,
Yeah, she's
and I
cool.
want to meet this kid. You know?
Yeah.
Because this could have ruined her life.
I know.
This child.
True.
They should have
Shocker.
named that child.
Kids running your life. What a shock.
I know.
Yeah.
Ugh. I have to go babysitting later.
I cannot believe you're doing that.
I have 10 nieces and nephews. What are you talking about?
I'm so glad I don't.
It's quite enjoyable actually.
No.
Yeah.
What's enjoyable about it? They're so loud.
Yeah, but you get to play with them and you get to be silly, and then you put on
that.
like Miss Rachel and they shut the fuck up and they watch that, and then
That's
you go.
the part's fine. I don't want to be silly.
You go have a beer and you're just like, well, this is easy. Just your only job really is just not kill them. You know?
Yeah, kids just ask somebody fucking questions too.
Yeah, but you can give them funny answers.
No, I don't like to do that.
Why not?
I'm like, let's just not talk. How about that?
Yeah.
No talkie.
No talkie.
Silent game.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you have some favorite things, bro, or what's going on?
There is not a whole lot on television right now. Am I wrong?
No, there is really not. Actually.
I've been struggling to find stuff to watch that's holding my attention. I did start.
There is like a Hallmark.
Oh God.
Christmas movie that's like on Netflix.
Oh, did you watch it?
No, it's got Heather Graham in it.
Oh.
I assumed you were gonna watch that.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the Hallmarky movies very much.
I thought you love rom-coms.
That's different. Hallmark movies are different.
But that's what it is.
Rom-coms can be great though. Hallmark is like so over the top cheesy that it's like a thing, and like I don't love that.
It's called The Best Christmas Ever!
Whoa,
Exclamation
how
point.
original.
Friendships are put to the ultimate test over a boastful holiday newsletter.
Sounds awful.
Jason Biggs is in it from American Pie.
Okay.
And Brandi? Not you, Brandi.
Oh, the singer.
Yeah, Brandi
Oh.
Norwood.
Interesting.
And then Matt Cedino. I don't know. I'm not familiar with
that
him.
is.
It's just these four pictures on IMDb, and then everyone else has no picture.
I'm gonna let you watch that one, and you can let me know how it is. How about that?
It's doing pretty. It's like one of the top movies on.
That's because there's nothing else out.
I know. Well, the Hunger Games movie is out.
Yeah, we gotta go to the theater.
I know.
I'm not doing that.
Napoleon.
That does look good. That's not out yet, though.
It's not, but you know what's weird is that everyone's speaking a French accent except for Joaquin Phoenix.
Huh.
Come on.
That's weird.
Didn't we learn anything from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner?
Guess not.
It was, I mean, it's a great movie, but like really weird that like for some reason he's got American accent and everyone else is British.
I agree.
Even fucking Christian Slater was British.
I know.
And I don't think that he's an Academy Award-winning actor. Why are they letting him do it and not the winner of the Academy Award for Dances with Wolves, Kevin Costner?
Don't know.
That I will never understand.
Nope.
That decision.
I agree.
Just try it out. You know?
Just try it out.
Let's just see what it's like. It must have been so bad.
I guess so.
Must have been like, all right, everybody, let's go. We're gonna shoot some arrows here. And they were like, Kevin, whoa.
Kev, hey Kev.
Kev. Let's just do the American accent.
Yeah.
But no one else is doing that.
Well.
Yeah, I know, but yours is really bad. You're telling me you're gonna let Christian Slater do it and not me? Yes.
Yeah.
This is how bad this is. And then who is it? It's Morgan Freeman. He's straight up just doing like a Muslim Persian accent. And they're like, you're letting Morgan do this? You're letting Christian do this? And I got to do fucking straight out of Iowa?
Guess so.
Yeah, that's how bad this is.
Yeah. Is he from Iowa?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe.
Curious. Yeah, no. So I did start a show though.
Yeah, tell me.
I don't. You might have to look up and make sure I'm saying the title right.
Okay.
But it's a new Paramount Plus show, and it's from the creators of like Yellowstone. It's Taylor Sheridan. It's like the Yellowstone crew. It's called, but it's not like I don't think it. From what I understand, it doesn't seem like a spinoff of anything. It's like an original show, but it's called like Lawmen, Bass Reeves, or Bass Reeves Lawmen, or something like that.
Lawmen, Bass Reeves.
That one. And it's in the same like. It feels like it could be one of the 1883s or something. That's just a different story.
Yeah. Oh, with Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, and he is very interesting in this.
Okay.
Will you read the synopsis?
About the legendary lawman, Bass Reeves, one of the greatest frontier heroes and one of the first black deputy U.S. Marshals west of the Mississippi River. Lawman, Bass Reeves on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, so it's good. I've watched 2 episodes. Dennis is I've only seen him in like a couple scenes in episode 2 so far. Very interesting choice for this role, really. There's something about him. I just don't like it when a really well-known face pulls you from the story.
Yeah.
And it's hard to have... Correct me if I'm wrong. Is the lead actor, has he done anything else, or is he kind of a new name on the scene?
His name's David. No, he's been in stuff.
Oh, he has.
He's in Silo.
Oh, that's right. He's the cop, huh?
Yep. He's in Selma.
I didn't see that.
I think that won an Academy Award. The After, I don't know what that is.
Neither. Well, Silo's new enough that could consider him a new name. Anyway, obviously not as recognizable as somebody like Dennis Quaid.
Of course not.
And what's his name? Sorry. First name was
David.
David. He's amazing in this. Like great performance, really pulls you into the story. And then Dennis Quaid comes on screen and you're like immediately pulled out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's sometimes like shows like that. it's like, and I felt that way about All the Light We Cannot See. Is like you have all these like new, younger actors, like new faces, and then Mark Ruffalo just kind of like pulls you out of it, you know? And like I don't love that. So anyway, that's my only complaint about that. But the story's great. If you like any of the historical, if you like any of the Taylor Sheridan stuff, like I like that he uses all the same people. Like the director of the first episode does a lot of Yellowstone, a lot of 1883, 1923 stuff. So it's all shot in the same way. Like the color tone's the same, you know, the cinematography is very similar. Like it's very similar. It just is its own story. So if you like that, I would say give it a watch.
Yeah, Donald Sutherland's in it as well.
I haven't seen him yet.
Okay, he's in 4 episodes, so he must come later. Barry Pepper, who's been in a lot of stuff, and then a lot of newer actors,
which is cool. I like when they do that
for sure. I watched The Killer last night.
How was that?
Okay, so it's a David Fincher film of whom I love all his things, you know, Seven and Gone Girl, and I think he did Fight Club. And it's with Michael Fassbender, whom is a fantastic actor. After a fatal near miss, an assassin battles his employers and himself on an international manhunt he insists isn't personal. The Killer on Netflix. Okay. For being such a high stress film about an assassin who's like, it's kind of like John Wick, you know, like John Wick, like they kill the dog and then he's like, fuck you, I'm gonna go kill everyone who fucked with my dog, right? It's kind of similar to that. There's no dog killing in this. There's a dog poisoning, but I think the dog lives. But it's a lot of Fassbender narration, and it's a little sleepy. I'm going to be honest with you. Like there is a couple fight scenes that are badass, but for the most part, it's like a lot of him talking about how you have to be under control, and you know it's all about taking your time and like don't get emotions get the best of you, and I was just like, okay, when is this going to get like fucking crazy? Like, when am I going to John Wick this thing? You know? And it really wasn't like that. It ends kind of how I think you hope it does, I suppose. Like, there's a nice bow on the end of it.
Okay.
But for a David Fincher film, not one of my favorites.
Flat, yeah.
Not one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's done Fight Club, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Zodiac, Social Network, Gone Girl, Seven. I mean, like, really big fucking films. And this wasn't one of my favorites. So, I don't know. Proceed with caution.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair. Have you ever watched The Crown?
No,
You
but Sarah does.
She does.
Yeah.
When I was looking for something to watch, I've pulled The Crown up a few times, and I've always been so overwhelmed to start it because there's so many seasons.
Fair enough.
But I guess this new season, well, I guess maybe it started within the last few seasons, I guess, like the Princess Di story, you know, and that I'm interested in seeing.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe I'll start from like season 5. So I'm just curious, Wife Tears, like maybe let me know, like, can I do that? Will I be confused? If you guys watch The Crown, like, let me know if I could do that and not feel like I'm missing something.
I think you can jump in right at the Princess Di one.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of like the really like Queen Elizabeth, like when she was young. Oh, it was fucking boring. Like, I don't care. You know, this is a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Like, okay, she's great. She likes to drive cars. That's like a big thing. She loves to drive herself. Ooh, the Queen loves to drive. Yeah, I think you can jump in right here.
I think I might. So.
I heard that like a lot of the actors filming that like last, obviously the scene where she dies was like hard for them. And I'm sure if they are British, which I assume they would be, that is tough.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
like, I don't know. We haven't really experienced anything like that, but like that would be like someone in like the 70s trying to do a JFK thing and be like, oh, this is tough.
Yeah.
This still hurts.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you can do it. I believe in you.
Well, I might give it a shot then, because there ain't nothing else to watch.
I don't know if I've done this rant before, and I don't know if I should.
Oh.
because I think a lot of people are going to think I'm coming for them.
Oh.
And maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
Oh.
And I'm all for mental health.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to preface it that way.
All right. I'm scared, but okay.
There is nothing more performative in the world than taking a picture of yourself while you're crying and posting on social media. Have you ever done that?
I don't cry, but no.
Yeah, you know, you have no soul.
Exactly. But no, I would never do that.
I see it a lot.
Okay.
And I totally get it. You want to show the best of you and the worst of you, and that's what social media is. It's a lens into your personal life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fine with that, like on face value of what it is. But never in my life, when I was going through a tough time, like I've lost people that were really close to me, I've lost family members and all that kind of stuff. I've never been like fucking losing it and thought to myself, you know what would be great?
Pull out my phone and take a picture of this.
People need to know this. I for some reason, it's so cringy to me.
I agree.
And then it's like, okay, so are you doing this because you want sympathy? Are you doing this because you want people to really know that like it's not all like, you know, filters and like perfect life? Okay, maybe. Are you doing it because you think that this will help in the algorithm? Because a lot of people are gonna comment with it and like share it and like, you know, do that stuff and it like, you know, helps your numbers. I don't know what the answer is, but some of those answers, if any of those were possibilities for what people would think of me, I would never do that.
Right.
And to me, that's like, what are you doing here, kid? Like, also, it takes away from like the reality of what is really happening to you. If that's your first thought is like, I'm fucking crying. You know who needs to see this? My million followers. Like, fucking sit in your pain. I don't know. It's something that like, here's the thing. Like a lot of people do it.
Do they? I never see it.
I see it all the time.
Are people our age?
Yeah.
Because this wouldn't shock me so much if it was like Noah's age or younger, because I think that generation has truly grown up with just like you film yourself at all times. And so I'll never feel that. I'll never feel comfortable walking through an airport filming myself. I just won't. It's just not, it's not going to happen for me.
Yeah.
But like those younger kids, like Noah and her age and younger, like they're just so comfortable with it. It's just literally, it's just part of every day. You know what I mean? Like, and Alex Earl and like all those kids, like I just think they're so comfortable with it. And so maybe they feel a little more comfortable. Like the phone's always out. It's always recording. Well, it's going to record this. I don't know. I just know that I don't feel comfortable filming myself all the time or hardly any of the time, to be honest with you.
I don't know. It's a lot of people that we know that I've seen. I'm like, what is happening here?
I must just not. Must have them muted. I don't know.
And anyways, if you think I'm an asshole, fucking tell me I'm an asshole. And if you think that I should be doing that, sorry, it's never going to happen with me.
No,
like, I'm not going to show you that side.
Could never imagine you doing that.
It's also like,
it's kind of like an invade.
That's exactly how I feel about it.
It's very invasive too. I don't know.
Sarah and I talk about this a lot because we realize that there are a lot of people who are like very invested and like our lives and our relationship, and so we try to like give as much as we like feel comfortable with giving, but there is a part that's like, this is just for me, you know, and I don't know, it's just something that like gives me the ultimate ick when I see that. I'm just like, I don't know what you want out of this. Do you want sympathy? Like life's hard for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, without knowing who you're talking about, I'm just shooting in the dark here. I just keep thinking it's people that are younger, but I think like I could see somebody doing it to not feel so alone, I guess, to have people be like, oh, I do this too, or I feel the same way. Like maybe to feel that like not so alone thing, and they're looking for that. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. I know that I'm probably the asshole for doing this.
I know. I definitely would. I understand what you're saying. I don't disagree with what you're saying, and I myself would never do it.
Yeah.
But I also don't cry, so
you don't.
Maybe if I cried, I would do it. I don't know.
When was the last time you cried? You cry at your mom's wedding?
No.
No?
No.
About when your grandma passed?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Sobbed.
Okay, so you do have
Oh, yeah.
There is a heart in there.
Yes. It's just, once a year maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I cry.
I would say,
cry every wedding.
Sometimes, weddings don't do it for me, but a sad TV show.
Yeah.
Something sad happens in a show. I'll get emotional. I'll feel emotions in there, but I don't cry.
Yeah.
But it just definitely makes me feel emotional. I just don't have tears to cry.
Do you ever get drunk and cry?
No.
God, I do that sometimes.
You do?
Yeah. But it's only for specific things.
I get so tired when I'm drunk.
I do too.
That's all I feel is just tired.
Okay, it's funny because I'm now doing the thing, but this is so long ago. But I lost 2 cousins, maybe 10 and 15 years ago, and they lived with me. They're like brothers, and so if I get drunk and someone brings them up and we start talking about them, I will tear up and be like, but yeah, every wedding I cry at.
That is insane.
Yeah, because once they start doing vows and they get choked up, I'm like, oh God.
Oh, geez.
This last wedding I cried for sure.
That's insane.
I cried at. Actually, I think I cried a little bit at Harrison's. I cried at Dean and Kaylin's for Kaylin's vows, not Dean's. Yeah, I'm a little bitch.
Okay, yeah, you are.
But I tell you what, I'm not doing. Not fucking taking a
social media. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, I haven't watched really all of it, so I might be speaking out of turn here. But do you know who Matt Rife is?
I do.
So he's a very handsome comic.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
that's
sure.
his whole shtick. Sorry, it is.
Okay. I know who he is. I've never watched any of his comedy shows.
Really?
Yeah. But I see him on TikTok sometimes.
Yeah. So that's how he got kind of famous there.
Got it.
And he has a new special out on Netflix.
Saw that. Yeah.
And
he looks young. Is he young?
Yeah, I think he is pretty young.
Okay.
And he started stand up pretty young too. And he listen, I get he's a really handsome kid. I totally get it.
He is?
Yeah.
I don't think I agree. Can I see a picture of him?
Yeah. Well, use your phone because I can't.
Hold on. My phone was my table for a second.
Oh, sorry. It's holding up your nut milk. Anyways, I watched a little bit of his stand-up special.
Was it good?
I do not think so.
Oh, okay.
And
have you seen other stuff he's done or no?
I've seen a lot of stuff on TikTok. His stuff comes up a lot.
And do you think he's funny on TikTok?
What he does really well on TikTok when he's on stage is crowd work.
Okay.
And so he had a couple I think crowd work bits that went super viral, and then he just turned into this huge thing. And a lot of his audience is women. And he does this thing of I think he's self-aware that his audience is women, but he's trying to I think maybe do more guy jokes that I feel if I'm a woman in that room, I'm this is not landing. Either choose your lane or what.
Right.
He does this, if you kind of click on it when you go through Netflix, his bit, one of the bits that he's talking about is he's making fun of women who are into crystals, which, okay, fun, that's very funny. My wife is one of those people. I make fun of her all the time.
Sure.
And he's his bit is what are you doing? You're collecting rocks? What are you, what's with the gravel? It's funny, but it's okay, it's not that funny. And also, this is your audience. I was just very, very confused. You're kind of saying fuck you to the reason why there's that many people here, you know? Anyways, I know he's huge, and I will concede that he is funny. I just did not love this stand-up special.
Gotcha.
But here's the thing. I guarantee you there's a lot of wife teachers out there that
disagree.
They're this guy's so fucking hot. I don't even give a shit, you know?
Okay.
Anyways, I'm more of a comedy purist.
Yeah.
Give me Bobby Lee.
All right.
Anyways.
Interesting.
Here's the thing. It's just not one of my favorite things.
Got it.
Sorry. That one might come back to bite me in the ass.
Well.
Because we have a lot of women viewers.
We'll see.
Yeah. I just didn't love it. I don't know. This is turning into a kind of a negative episode, and I'm not trying to do that. SNL, I don't think is where it has been in the past.
Oh, I haven't watched recent episodes.
It's just been kind of not quite there yet. And I think they have a lot of new cast members. They're trying to find their place. But there is something that I do love.
Which is?
like, is it Please Do Not Destroy? Like the 3 like writers that like do their own bits. Have you seen that?
I don't think so. Who is it?
They're brand new cast members, but they just record like in their little writer's room.
Okay.
And I think that they are so funny.
Okay.
And they've got a new movie out on Peacock called Please Don't Destroy. And I haven't seen it, but I really want to watch it because I think those guys are like the best thing that's coming out of SNL. So anyways, that's not something that I have watched, but it's something I want to, just so everyone knows.
I saw clips of the Timothy Chalamet episode on TikTok, and I thought there were some very funny skits in that. I loved the one about Troye Sivan. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And then I also loved it's like all viral on TikTok, like the rap when he's like rapping obnoxiously.
Skirt, skate,
hilarious.
Skate, skirt.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I'm very excited for...
Your impression was really good too, by the way.
What?
Of him doing that.
Was it pretty good?
That was great.
Are you making fun of me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I got sent this. What is this?
Mormon? Is there a Mormon college? BYU. What does BYU stand for? Brigham Young? Are you fucking kidding me? It's called Brigham Young, and you haven't been arrested as a fucking group of people? What the fuck is going on, America? I have to look this up. I think you're all full of shit. That's not what happens there. Someone in defense of their college. I had a great time at Brigham Young University. I was 13. There was nothing wrong with that at all. I'm too excited. I can't get my phone on.
Yikes.
Brigham Young University, you fucking sick. Jesus Christ.
Of Latter-day Saints.
Come on, Brigham Young University. The younger the better. You a Mormon?
It's so funny.
It's hilarious.
I've never put that together. Oh, Brigham Young. Oh, BYU. I'm sorry. We've honed in on making fun of the Mormons, and I apologize for that.
No, it's terrible.
I tell you what, I do want to watch. There is a Netflix thing. Speaking of cults,
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Holy shit! What is that Netflix thing about cults? It's on right now.
Jeez.
Oh, Escaping Twin Flames.
Oh, is that what it's about as a cult?
I think
A lot of people have been talking about it. Wait, I feel like I have a friend that was like raving about it. Let me see if I can find.
Explores the story of Jeff and Shalia Devine, the leaders of Twin Flames University, who sell online classes that guarantee harmonious union with your destined partner, a controversial online community that preys on people looking for love.
Interesting.
So yeah, maybe not so much a cult, but like a scam to like get people to get someone to fucking give them some nut milk.
Oh, I just can't say anything.
This episode is now called Nut Milk.
Can't say anything.
Yeah.
You know?
That's all I got.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm trying to think.
What are you doing while you're here?
My sister has a birthday on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So I have a full itinerary this week, starting tomorrow.
Okay.
Of activities. We are going bowling.
Fun.
That was not my reaction. I was like, what? What? That's what you want to do on your birthday?
She's just a regular
She loves to bowl. Have you been to Pinewood with us before?
I have.
Yeah, Kirsten reminded me that she takes it very seriously. So bowling, which will be very competitive. Maybe you should come.
What day is that?
Wednesday night?
No.
Okay. That's on the and then Thursday is Thanksgiving, and we have an itinerary for that. And then
what is it? Get up and eat turkey?
Oh, there's from this 12 to 2 cards, 2 to 4 something, 4 to 6 dinner. Like it's a whole itinerary.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, I might be leaving Friday. I haven't decided if I'm going to extend, but they're getting tattoos Friday. Everybody, the whole family, or I guess the ones that are here. I don't know. The whole crew.
Would you get one?
I would if I was here. I'm not like tattoos for me. I'm not like dying to get one.
Yeah.
Or I don't ever go out of my way to get a tattoo. But if the opportunity presents itself, I'll get a little tat.
How many tats you got?
Like 7, I think. But all of them are very tiny except the one on my ankle.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, cool. What would you get?
Oh, I don't know. I usually just decide in the moment, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
A little horseshoe maybe somewhere, or like a little. I'm obsessed with space, so I've always thought a little planet would be cute somewhere, maybe like right there, maybe. I don't know, something.
Whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to be on your body for the rest of your life.
I know somebody that has a tattoo of their dog's nose, like the imprint of their dog's nose, and it's pretty cool.
A boop.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a cool tat.
Yeah.
Little Azzy girl boop.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I'm going to.
Up north.
No.
Oh.
I'll be here. But it's Sarah's birthday, so we are
Right.
going to Disneyland.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to Disneyland.
That'll be something.
It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we should go out on
What's that?
for the Thanksgiving episode. Let's see if I can find it. I once had Gabe Dickson on my show, and I wrote a song for him to sing on Thanksgiving, and he did it on the fly. That's how good he was.
Oh, wow.
Do you want to hear some old Wells Adams radio DJing?
Sure.
All right, we'll go out on it.
You are a great songwriter, Gabe.
Oh, yeah?
You are one of the best in the biz. You know who else is one of the best in the biz?
No, who?
Not me. I can tell you that much, but I did write a song today.
Oh, man.
And I thought, you've got such a
hear how
beautiful
young I sound.
voice, and you're so great at playing the piano. I thought, you could sing it. You could sing it, do a better job than I could do.
Okay.
Puberty,
And so I wrote
Yeah.
a song about the things I love about Thanksgiving. And I've given you the lyrics.
Yeah, I see him here.
He was so pumped about this, by the way.
This is good.
It's good stuff, right?
This is unrehearsed.
Unrehearsed.
I've never played this before.
You've never seen it before.
Never seen it before. So you want me to play this song?
Would you mind?
No.
Okay.
This is a co-write, by the way. Like
Is it now?
Yeah, it is now. It made you should probably I could write it one way, and then you could have another guest someday maybe, and they could write it a different way. And you could have like different versions of the song. But this will be my version of the melody.
Can we have this like a thing we do every year that you come in and play the Thanksgiving song?
I'm it. Yeah.
He's like, absolutely.
Definitely. All right, okay, we're doing this
The
now?
thing about
Let's try it out.
All right, this is called...
I'll say the thing about Gabe Dickson, he's so fucking talented that he could do this on the fly. It was hard to do. I made Gabe do this a bunch on my show back in the day. I made Dan Ellsworth do it a bunch on my show. Really, it was piano players who could just kind of like do whatever, you know? Anyways, here's this is the song that I wrote.
I'm scared.
Things I Love About Thanksgiving by Wells Adams and performed by Gabe Dickson.
Yes, thanks.
I love the dog meat. Gabe, this is not a sexual innuendo.
It's not.
Gravy on everything and kicking some ass on the Super Nintendo.
I'm good at that.
Making nephews get me beers all day long. Skunking my cousins at ping pong.
Really
It says
good
pimp pong. I think you mean ping pong. Fasting for 3 days before Thanksgiving, only to break down an hour before. Oh, what is that cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes? Well, won't you pile on some more?
I like what you did there.
Family game of tackle football where I get targeted. I target my fat cousin Greg.
Sorry, Greg.
I think I just pulled a muscle in my leg. Crappy box wine that's eventually tastes good. Oh, Greg's crying now, just like he should. Well, these are some of the things I love about Turkey Day. Drunk Uncle Bart is getting a little cray-cray. Oh,
taking pictures of this.
I'm loving the kitchen smells. The greatest DJ in the
Put your Uggs forward for me real quick.
world is Wells. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Yeah.
It's pretty good, though, right?
Loved it.
Yeah. All right.
A creative genius, really.
All right, let's end the show, and then you can
I'm
take
just taking content of you with like a few chords and the Uggs, you know?
The chords are your fault. All right, you know what I say about that?
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the
YF
fuck up,
Tears
bitch.
did.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Bow, bow. All right, YFTers, we love you.
Love y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This podcast has been brought to you by Podcast Nation.